Get on the way! Welcome to episode 9 of season 3 of my VFL Amiens series here, getting to two very big matches now. You can take a look at the lineup for this first match. Fawn in net, Diego left back, Cuddy and Rainey center back, Birdie right back, myself and Fatal CDMs, Kessie, short core of the cams, and Flick and Tyler up top. Unfortunately, no Pogba or Foster because this game was played on Easter Sunday, so I was happy to even have a lineup like this, have a full 11 for this first game at least. We did play this team in the Cup and were able to win that matchup, so I'd like to continue that success against them here at home at the Bucks Eater Pavilion. Some good chances for Kessie here playing cam. He played really well there for us in the Cup against the same team, so I'd like to see him continue that performance here. But playing out of the back, some lovely build-up play from us here. Really like to see that, just very quick passing. Do draw the foul. We didn't get anything out of it other than the yellow card from that player, but I like that build-up and very good promising sign to show for the rest of this game. But you see, unfortunately, Randy wins the ball, but the game is stupid, and Cuddy recovers, has to recover again after that, and does a very good job doing so there. Lovely play from Cuddy, who's really just improved each season for us in VFL since we got him, back in FIFA 16 VFL days. But you see now Diego, just a yellow card there. It was a bit soft, I would say, definitely, but definitely was avoidable regardless. But now trying to get forward here, get this ball through, some good little build-up play. Look at this flick down here to Kessie. Unfortunately, that is saved, but we do get a little bit of luck with that own goal. I believe the guy passed it back to the other defender, and he just rolled it in the back of the net. I don't know if it was lag or just, he was running and it just made it happen to him and he got screwed over with the touch. But either way, we will take it. That's a very good run, good build-up play. That pass from Tyler to set that up and play that through was very nice as well. As we try to push forward here, just a little chase down, but I love the pressure from the attacking mids as well as the strikers there to try to force these mistakes. I see playing the ball now to Kessie, tries to sweat it there. Unfortunately, could have maybe just taken an effort on goal and caught the goalkeeper by surprise, but it's a very good promising play. As you can see now here, this long throw from Diego. You can see Tyler challenging for it, falls to Kessie perfectly, and he's going to put that in the back of the net with a lovely finish there. His first goal for the club, I believe, as well. So very good work from him. Getting that start at left attacking mid, really showing, how much he's improved since he signed for us from the start. Great work from him. As you can see, unfortunately, Diego, a very unnecessary tackle. Now he's going to be out for the second game of this episode. Just one game suspension, thankfully, because it's 2 yellows. He missed 2 games for a straight red. So thankfully, just 1 game. He will not miss the games coming up this weekend, which are pretty big. You can see Kessie again. That finish is very lovely there. Get a nice little replay of that goal also. But despite being down a man, we were very solid. He dropped Kessie back to left back. Unfortunately, I feel bad for him because right after he scores that really good goal, he has to drop back and help defend. But had to do it for the team, and he shows the type of team player that he is now. But trying to get forward, place down this wing. Birdie just trying to go for this little Danny Alves run. Did not pass the ball, and eventually, I guess it was his last hurrah. As right after that, he lagged out or left the game. But great way to end things, I guess, from him. We can see Tyler here doing a good job with that hold-up play. David making that run in behind. Very good pass from Tyler. Love that hold-up. His vision has improved so much this season. His finishing has been on point as well. Cannot grab that third goal, but very good play regardless. I see them pushing down that wing. Fatal doing a very good job protecting that wing, helping out Cassie with a drop back there, with likely not having any fullback traits or anything. It was a very good job from him as well. But you see trying to get forward. Unfortunately, Fatal, some big touches did not work out, but his interceptions were on point. So just have to clean up these little bit things from him going forward, and I think we'll be perfect. Because other than that, there's one little issue that we can work on. Because the big touches are basically aids this year. Just don't do them. But again, clapping down the midfield there, I win the ball. We try to get the ball forward. Things don't work out, but you just see how good we were in the midfield, despite being down a man. Me and Fatal were in the good positions. Defense was helping. It was just really good positioning as well. And the attackers, as well as David, were really helping out as well. So really good work from the strikers, keeping that press up, like I said before. But David putting this little cross in. That build-up play was very solid. Unfortunately, does not work out. Had a chance for another goal there. That cross did not land perfectly, but of course they were kind of swarm defending, so it was very tough anyways. But you see us trying to get the ball forward here. 80th minutes. Maybe have a chance for another goal. Now we're getting closer to the end end now, as you can see them trying to maybe push forward one more last time, but clamping down there in that midfield, and we do win that game. Very comfortable in the end, despite being down a man. Love that. 5 interceptions for myself. 4 from Fatal, 3 from Cuddy, 2 from Randy, 1 from Birdie, 6 tackles from Fatal. Very good there. 4 tackles from myself, 2 from Birdie, 1 from Randy, 1 from Cuddy. So very good defensing in the midfield. 1 key pass from Tyler, 1 from Flick, 2 passing points from Sharkcore, 2 from Birdie, 1 from myself, Fatal, Flick, and Randy. So pretty solid passing wise. We definitely created those chances early. Did a good job setting up shop a little bit, as we kind of had to, being down a man. Because Kessie with the goal, we got that clean sheet. Saves only 2 from Fawn. Didn't really do too much at all. So did a really good job keeping him basically not busy in that. But we'll take a look at the lineup for the next game as well in a second. But it's a little bit tough losing the left back. We had Brando, who was supposed to play, but he lagged out basically before the game. So we're going to have a generic left back, basically, is what will happen here. BC did lag out basically when the game started. We did not, I feel bad for not coming back for him, but we had to push on and get this game going. This is another huge game against a team, really high up the table. These ugly freaking field pattern, though, is pissing me off. So they went this little long ball tactic. Thankfully, Randy's in the perfect spots. We have to be careful of that. I think we have to defend that a little bit better, to be completely honest with you. As a bit scary way to start out the game, but I do think it's a good way to test things out from the opposition with that type of tactic, maybe. But getting forward here, Flick trying to hold up that play. As we continue on here with Birdie. Some good build-up play again from David. Good run as well. Drawing that foul right there. Very good run. Tried to let the ball out a little bit earlier, but you see wonderful play. And Tyler just hitting that post or crossbar or whatever. And I can't really tell from that angle. I have a pretty crappy camera angle. It's either way nearly up by 11 minutes in. It would have been lovely to see that type of goal, like that little set piece we do right there. As Flick tries to cut back in, does not work out, but some good play also from Randy, stepping up to grab that interception. As going to play this ball forward here. Tyler here back out on this wing. Patient build-up play, as you see, is trying to get through here. Good pressure as well as from Tyler. So the pass didn't work out, but we kept that pressure up. Love that press that the strikers have going on. We are rewarded for it as Tyler wins the ball and puts in the back of the net right there. So very good play. I like how much pressure we have from the just front line, the midfield as well. Everyone helps out, whether it be the strikers or center attacking mids. And then goes back to the midfielders. It really helps out myself, Fatal in the back line a lot also, to keep that type of high pressure up throughout the matchup. But you see us trying to get down this wing here as well. This ugly field pattern is still pissing me off, but Flick back here to Fatal, tries to take the shot, takes another effort, could have maybe cut it back there, but unfortunately did not work out. But a very good chance created, as we now have a corner kick. The ball back here to Flick, going to be played back eventually here to Tyler, and look at this little flick up goal. That is one of the most beautiful goals I've ever seen. He basically juggled up to himself, flicked up to himself, then hit it back into the back of the net, and that is one of the best goals you'll probably see in VFL. Against a team that was very good. I mean, you can score some really good goals against some of the weaker teams, to be honest. When you're just messing around late in the game, you're up like 6-0. But that is in the heat of a moment. This is in the promotion push, and Tyler scoring a goal like that is pretty damn amazing, to be completely honest. But trying to get forward now, make something happen. As again, up 2-0, and somehow David was not fouled right there. I do not know how he was not fouled. Someone got the ball, but got a lot of man at the same time as well. So interesting to see, but you can see them trying to get forward a little bit. I definitely did struggle a little bit. There was some lag, and I just was not as comfortable in this game, to be honest, defensively. But our backline was very good. Randy, Fatal, when he was still in the game, all helped me out, as Cuddy had a very solid game also. It was a bit difficult probably having the generic left back also, as you see us pushing forward. Basically Birdie with a great basically clearance there and stuff, as that was nice. But as they're getting down this wing, trying to cut back in, but Randy with a very good tackle right there. It's one of the best games I've seen him have all year. We had 60% possession, 5 shots, 3 on target. They only had 1 shot and 1 on target, but very good work from us. This is again 2 very good well, the good first half so far, but the very good first game as well. You'd like to be able to round out this game, the same type of play as he's getting back here, doing a good job clearing that ball. There's definitely some aids at times, but Fawn with a huge save. So we just have to keep things going. Obviously not the most ideal circumstances as some guys lagged out. As you see, Fatal running into the net now, lagging out in the 55th minute. At least got a good half from him, but still was very scary seeing him right into the net like that. I thought it was maybe Birdie or someone like messing around because he likes to do that. But Kessie, a very good tracking of that run right there. I love to see that. Fawn coming out to claim that throw-in also. So good at coming in and claiming those throw-ins and crosses and everything. Really just taking hold of his box. You see Randy here unfortunately loses the ball, and so you see Birdie, I don't know where you were. You have to help out a little bit more right there. I should have helped out a little bit more in that spot also, to be fair as well though, but I know you're not a fullback in game, Birdie, so I do thank you though for trying to step up and play these spots, as I know it's quite difficult for you. Either way, I see Kessie doing a good job, being in a good position, playing the ball back pretty simply. Randy again stepping up with that tackle. Just did such a good job this game, as Cuddy does a good job clearing that, getting the chest, then Birdie clearing that. So good work from you there, Birdie. As you can see, Randy here doing a good job as well, as they just really try to push the ball forward with some long passes, getting down that wing, putting some crosses in. But we did a good job so far of defending it, but this time was a bit scary. As you can see, Randy, however, a very good recovery there and clearing that ball out, as it looked like they might have been through, and a really good tackle from Birdie right there, as well as they had a pretty good chance to go through. It's a really good passing sequence, a good run as well to create that opportunity. But you see now Kessie doing a good job stepping in and clearing that ball out. So very nervy last couple of minutes. They're sending a lot of guys forward, more than we had back, so that was a bit nervy, but Fawn doing a good job getting to that cross, punching it out. We'll see if they have another chance here as they're getting down that wing. They're going to try to put another cross in. We basically tackled our own guy running into each other, but thankfully the deflection comes. David gets to that, and he's going to clear that one out, and thankfully the whistle blows as you win this one 2-1. 6 points against teams that were right around us in the table. Exactly what we needed. The game ended up being pretty even. Possession started to even out a little bit more also. 5 interceptions from Randy, 1 from myself, Birdie, and Cuddy. 6 tackles from Randy also. 3 from Fatal, 3 from Birdie, 2 from myself, and 2 from Cuddy. So Randy had a very good game there defensively, holding things up. His best game so far he's really had in Amiens kit, but 2 key passes from Flick, 1 from Tyler, 1 from David, 2 passing points from Kessie, 1 from Randy, David, myself, Fatal, and Flick. So a pretty solid game all around. We got that goal early on, and I think we did a good job holding on. 2 goals from Tyler, an assist from Flick, 10 saves from Fawn. A lot of those were crosses and basically the long throws claimed. So a good job with those, and it had some really good saves, specifically on that one Flick on. I believe it was on like a corner kick. But now we can take a look at that table. So we have 4 games, and we have, I think it would be like 2 games in hand compared to most of the other teams. So we have 4 games left to the end of the season, and this is going to be a very fun end of the season. So basically in our hands to win that promotion. If we win at least 3 of the games, I believe that we will secure promotion. I'm not going to do the math, not going to bother doing it, but it's in our hands. We need to just try to win out, and I believe, promotion is definitely in our sights, and who knows what can happen. Maybe that title will come also, as if basically the Orleans, or New Orleans, I'm just calling New Orleans. Yeah, so basically if they lose or draw both games and we win out, we can win the title also. So we have to just focus on getting those 12 points to round out the season, and we can push on and finally reach our goal of getting to league. So let's do that, boys. With that, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.